Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you acquire. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work. Sorry about that, didn't turn the camera on. Okay, welcome along to Run in the Park. Saturday morning here in the UK. Well, it's 11 a.m, so, you know, well into the morning, really, only an hour left. And we're doing 5k at Brianna. Yeah, I suddenly realised camera one wasn't working. We're off in 20 seconds, so I better get running. Not a lot of talking because I'm going to go quite fast, so I won't have the breath to talk. And we're going to see if we can do this in about 20 minutes. 5k, Run in the Park. Let's get to it. Jason Mitchell, hello. Brianna, hello. But like I say, not a lot of talking. What? 14? Oh, I see. No, that's not right. I'm at 15. What's going on? Why am I only at 14? 14 kilometres an hour. I'm at 15 kilometres an hour. Okay, might have a problem. I think I'm attached to the wrong. No, I am, I'm alright. Why does it say 14 there? What's going on? What's going on with my treadmill is not connected to Zwift. It's just some... That's annoying. Oh dear. Well, we can't have that. I'm gonna have to stop. Oh, that's the end of that little challenge for the morning then. My treadmill isn't working, hold on. Look, I've stopped and I'm still going at 14 and I was supposed to be going at 15. Okay, some Bluetooth problem has occurred. Let's go to pair, unpair, unpair, unpair. Come on. Oh. How frustrating. Has it crashed? It's crashed, hasn't it? Do you know what? I could tell something was up. It just wasn't functioning properly. Oh, that is so frustrating. Right, I wonder if I can restart and then do a late join. Maybe I can do that. Right, let's just close that. Close the program. So, right, this is what you do if... yeah, Aaron says, what a bummer. Yeah, very annoying. Okay, so we restart Zwift. So we just close the program down, restart, and hopefully it gives you the option to rejoin. I started at 15 kilometers an hour and I immediately saw it was 14 kilometers an hour on the screen. So that meant a Bluetooth disconnect for some reason. And then crash. Right, let's see if we can get a late join to run in the park. Heart rate as well. That's the one we want. Okay, okay. Right, will we get a late join? Sometimes it works. Scott Henderson says, keep smiling. Yeah, sorry. I know, I should do, shouldn't I? Are we going to get a late join? We're not going to get a late join, are we? Oh, that is so annoying. How frustrating. Jason Mitchell says, unfortunately no Zwifting for me for a while. My treadmill motor is fluffed and needs replacement. Sad times. Yeah, well, you've got sad times there and there's sad times here because I have had... So this is a local crash. This is not one of your Wednesday workout or Monday run club crashes where it's actually Zwift that can... It's actually Zwift that crashes. I mean Zwift as in the servers or something wrong with the workout. This was a local crash on my computer, so no one else will have been kicked out, just me. So the question is, what do I do now? Do I just do 5k for the sake of it? See, the thing is, when you're not racing, there's no motivation to kind of go quick, is there? That's the frustrating part about it. I want to go quick and race somebody, but if I'm just on my own doing a dumbass workout, actually, we could do that. Workouts. We don't want hills. We just want a flat 5k basically, which would be the 5k test, wouldn't it? Where's that 5k test? Less than an hour to burn. 5k test. Oh my god, that's at faster than 16 kilometers an hour. I can't do that. I don't want to do that fast. Oh, that's annoying. And you've got a kilometre odd warm-up as well. I could do this, but I'm not going to go at 16. I've got a marathon tomorrow. So I'm not doing 16 kilometres an hour. I'll reduce the effort. Right, 5k. Let's go to this. See here, top left corner, where it says 100%. I'm going to reduce that down to 14.9 kilometers an hour. That'll do. So 90% effort. Okay. Right. Let's do that then. So we've got to start out at 8.9. Oh, now we're not going at all. Oh. Why are we not working now? Right. John Crawford says, see you at the finish. Yeah. Right, I've got to turn my treadmill off and on again. Waited 10 seconds, turned it off, turned it on again. Okay, now we go to pairing. See if we've got the MyRun treadmill back on track. So it says it's connected there, but it wasn't doing anything, was it? Just unpair that. Right, that's only got the Stride foot pod. Turning my phone off, just in case my phone has stolen the connection. Yeah, Chris Nolan, the magic of turning anything off and on again. But I've still not got the Stride, the MyRun treadmill anywhere. Okay. Right, next option is to turn off Apple TV, which is also running Zwift at the moment. That may have stolen the connection. So bear with me while I do that. Matthias says, hard to watch. I know how you feel, totally frustrating. Yeah. Okay, so let's just click on. So I'm now looking at the. Now looking at the Apple TV screen. Let's see what we've got here. Sorry, you can't see this, can you? Actually, you can't see this if I do that. Right. Hair. Yeah, so that has got the MyRun treadmill there, look. So we need to turn Apple TV on. Come on. Right, so that's got rid of that. Okay, right, fingers crossed now. The MyRun treadmill signal is available. So let's have a look for that. We're now back on the main screen here. Stride and Stride, but not yet a MyRun treadmill. Let's just start her up again. Oh dear, come on. Come on, come on, come on. So I'm going to have to turn the treadmill off and then on again. What a waste of time. This is so annoying. Okay, Scott Henderson says, what are you using for your streaming switcher? I've just purchased the Blackmagic A10 Mini for this. Yeah, well, the Blackmagic A10 Mini is great, but I don't know if you can do auto switching. So I'm using vMix software, and vMix I can program what's called a playlist of different scenes. So I have different scenes set up on my stream deck in front of me. Hang on a second, I'll show you this. So here I have two stream decks, Stream Deck 1 and Stream Deck 2, and on there I've programmed various buttons, and if I press a button I can change a scene. So if I press this button here, it goes to camera 1, like so. Press this button here, it goes to camera 2. Hello, camera 2. Press this button here, it goes back to the overhead view of the treadmill itself. So I've got various buttons I can press to do various things, but also I have a playlist which I can auto start and stop. So another button press and I will auto start and stop a playlist of scenes that automatically just rotates. So that's how I do it. So I have very little need to press anything really when I'm running. It just automatically does it all for me. The A10 Mini is great, but it wouldn't suit my needs. Right, I need to turn off the treadmill and back on again. Hang on. Right, fingers crossed we can get something going. So Apple TV is off, and so is my phone, my iPhone. So neither of those should be picking up the Bluetooth signal from the MyRun treadmill. So we're waiting for the MyRun to appear. This does happen from time to time. The MyRun treadmill simply disappears from view, from everything, and it takes me forever to get it back. And it's very frustrating, especially when I'm on a live stream trying to run. All I want to do is run. Scott, it is way more flexible than the A10, but the A10 Mini is obviously a lot more affordable. The software I've got is pretty expensive, it has to be said. Why are we not on here? Come on, this is not right. Get on. Right, I'm going to actually literally unplug the Apple TV so there's no power to it. Okay, I've turned Bluetooth off on the iPhone. I've turned the Apple TV completely off, so there is literally no power to Apple TV at all, so it can't be connected to anything. So there is nowhere else for the MyRun treadmill Bluetooth signal to go other than to my PC. So let's just close down this. Let's skip it. Yeah, okay, yeah, fine, whatever. Let's go back. Right, now let's go back to menu again. Menu, pair, search, Stride, but no MyRun. That is the same Stride, by the way. What you're looking at there, you've got two signals, Stride, Bluetooth, and Stride Ant Plus. That is the same foot pod. As you know, many of you will know that I do wear two Stride foot pods, or have been lately. And I guess I could use my Stride foot pods to run with, but I don't want to. What I want to do is sort out why my Bluetooth from the treadmill is not working. The other thing to do, of course, is to check that there is a signal. So so what we can do is we can turn Bluetooth on the iPhone, and we can go to configurers. We can go to Gym Tracker. And I can see if I can find... Right, so the Bluetooth signal from the Myron is there. I don't know if you can see. Hang on, I'll press another button here. Right, so that there is the Bluetooth signal from the Myron treadmill. Yeah, Rob Harrison says unplug the treadmill and plug it back in. I've done that twice. Rob. But I'll do it again now. I'll turn Bluetooth off on the phone. One more time to unplug the treadmill and plug it back in again. I'll leave it for 20 seconds or so. Right, treadmill is completely unplugged. No, it's all right, Rob. I mean, obviously, you know, these things are worth mentioning just in case I haven't done them. As I say, occasionally this does happen, and for some reason it does seem to take forever to get the signal back. I guess the other thing I could do is turn Bluetooth off on the PC and turn it back on again. That is another option. Show Bluetooth devices. So let me just show you what I'm doing. So Bluetooth, there's the Bluetooth thing. Turn it off. Tina Beard says, what a nightmare. I know. Turn Bluetooth back on again. Look, down there, see there, it says Myron paired. Actually, it probably shouldn't be paired down there. It needs to be paired in here. And it can't be paired. Oh, it is paired, but it's not connected. Yeah, there's a difference between paired and connected on the PC. Right, obviously it's not there because it's not on. So let's go back to here. Now I'll plug it in. Right, just wait for a second for it to load up. Turn on. There we go, it's coming on. Just does its little self-test. And I'll start it moving. John Crawford's 3k down, 2 to go, so has to get me even more frustrated. I could be nearly finished now. Nearly finished. Unpair. Search. Nothing at all. What is going on? Right, I'm gonna close Zwift again. So, whilst this is rubbish in terms of a running stream, it's useful in terms of a tech stream. Basically, this is troubleshooting. This is tech troubleshooting when stuff goes wrong with your Zwift setup. So turning stuff off and on again, checking various connections. If you have these issues, then you know that you're not alone. Everybody else has them as well. Actually, let's just go. What happens if we go to the Bluetooth settings? Oh, where's Bluetooth settings? And now where's Bluetooth settings gone? That's not Bluetooth settings. Oh. Right. Bluetooth settings. If we go to My Run here. No, I don't want to remove the device because... Well, okay. Let's remove device. See what happens now. Removing device, but nothing's happening. Okay, anyway. Let's just carry on with loading Zwift again. Do you ever wish you hadn't started something? Are you all fascinated to see how this ends up? I mean, I could have just run with my Stride foot pod. That would have been fine. But, My Run treadmill. There we are. Let's just search for the heart rate as well. We want heart rates. See, that's how long it sometimes takes to sort this rubbish out. This is a great treadmill, it really is. But I'd say once every 2 months, once every couple of months, for some reason we get a disconnection, and it just takes forever to work out why it's not connected and get it back connected again. Right, 5k test workout. And we're going to reduce it down to 90% because I'm feeling wimpy. I'm not going at the speed that it wants me to go at. I'm going at a comfortable speed. Please don't tell me you're not working. No! It was there a second ago. It was connected. Oh, no! Right, now I am getting annoyed. It's connected! What's the matter with you? It's not connected again. What's going on here? Yeah, I'll be ready. Yeah, quite right, Matthias. It'll be 2.5 hours before I've got this sorted. Alex Dieter says, just hope it doesn't break down in a race. Well, once it's connected, it's connected. I say that, it literally just was connected and then it wasn't. Once I'm running on it, it generally tends to be okay. But clearly here, we've got an issue. Right, I'm going to turn Zwift off again. And let's go back to Bluetooth settings. Oh, that's not what I want. Bluetooth. Oh, let's also turn these camera angle things off because they're getting in the way. Right. We don't. Keeps saying removing device, but let's get rid of. Come on, yes. Just get rid of it. Let's start again. I honestly thought we'd got it sorted then. Chris Beals suggesting restarting the PC from scratch. Do you know what? That's actually a good idea. Let's do that. Okay, restart. And my wife is back. I was hoping to have finished my run completely once my wife got back from Sainsbury's. No, I haven't even started because I can't connect. For some reason, the My Run treadmill is not connecting. I tell a lie. I started the run and I noticed that when I was changing the speed, it wasn't changing. Are you listening? Are you with me? I was changing the speed on the treadmill and it wasn't changing on Zwift. So there was obviously a disconnect. Then Zwift crashed. So then I've been trying since then to try and get the My Run connected to Zwift. I've turned everything off. I've turned the treadmill off and back on again. I've turned Zwift off and back on again. I've just now, somebody suggested turning the computer off and on again. So I've now turned the computer off and on again. And I'm hoping it will start working again in a second. But we'll see what happens. Sorry. I've turned the power off on the treadmill, yeah. Right, so just launching Zwift. It does all this by itself, by the way. So my very snazzy way of working on my PC is that I turn the PC on. This PC is only ever used to run Zwift. So I turn the PC on and everything just loads automatically, which is very handy. So hopefully in a minute we'll see if we've got any connection. Is else are back. Well, it may be that I don't do this run then, because if it doesn't connect now, then I'm going to give up. Sorry. Right, here we go. Okay, this is the big moment. This is the big moment. My Run treadmill. It says My Run treadmill. It says it's there. Press OK. Fingers more than crossed now. Let's see if we get anything. Chris Beale, you are a hero if this works. But I think what I'm going to do, if it does work, I think I'm just going to do a gentle 5K. I can't. I've lost. Do you know what it's like when you just lose all motivation for something? So I've lost the motivation to do anything serious now. Right, we're on. We are working. Shall I do the workout? I've got a 6.2 workout to do. Okay. Right. Yes, please. Okay, let's do this. Sorry? I suppose when I finish, because it's going to take 20 minutes or so, 26 minutes to finish this. Right, okay. We are working. We're on. If you're still watching, Chris Beale, thank you very much, by the way, for the suggestion. I probably would have got there in the end. Jonathan Cost, if you remember when this happened last time, your iPhone had nicked your treadmill connection. Yeah, Jonathan, I turned Bluetooth off on the iPhone, and I completely unplugged Apple TV. So those were out of the equation. John Crawford says, you've got that many devices, it doesn't know which one to connect to. Yes, exactly. Chris Nolan says, I wonder if it did a Bluetooth update. I had issues with my laptop and had to reset up Bluetooth not long ago. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, Chris Beale's idea of restarting the PC seems to have worked. So let's get on with just doing a 5K run, and then... Yes, well, it's the whole thing is 6 point something, yeah. 6.2. It's the 5K test, but I'm not doing it at full speed. Right, 9.1 kilometers per hour. We are now up and running. Thanks for sticking. If you have actually watched all of that total malarkey all the way through, good on you, and thanks for sticking with it. But haven't you got anything better to do on a Saturday morning? Or whatever time it is where you are. Okay, so we're in the warm-up, 800 metre warm-up, and then we've got 5K at 15. We'll do it at 15 kilometres an hour, and then we've got 400 metre walk at the end. So this will be a 20-minute 5K. Guys, I really appreciate your comments and your help with that. I don't agree with that. Always set your treadmill to 1% incline, 0 is cheating. That's not on. No, it isn't cheating at all. What a load of rubbish. I don't know who programmed that, but that's not right. Jonathan Cost says, I've just got back from flying over your house. Oh, right. Yeah, actually, I've been in a plane and I've flown over Worthing before on the way down to France or Spain or wherever. Right, 10.6 kilometres an hour. So gradually increasing the pace of the run during the warm-up, and then we'll get to 5K at 15 kilometres an hour in a minute. And we'll get this thing done. Finally we've got moving. So next time that Bluetooth thing happens, I must remember to just turn the computer off and turn it on again. And that should work. So no run in the park for me, unfortunately. Never mind. If you're just joining me, you'll notice I'm doing a workout. Had a really annoying disconnect of my treadmill from Zwift, and we've tried all sorts of things over the last half an hour to get it working, but we finally got it working. But I obviously can't do run in the park, so I'm just doing the 5k test workout, but I'm doing it at 90%. I'm not going for a full-on 5k test. But here we go, 150 meters, and then we'll be running at full speed. Jonathan, thank you very much. Yeah, it was a bit of fun and interesting. I liked the calibrating of the treadmill before we did the actual run. I found that very interesting and useful. Okay, up to 15 kilometers an hour now, and we'll do 5k relatively speedily.
Okay, let's go.
Here we go. So the idea is with this is to just try and stay as relaxed as possible. Of course, what I'm forgetting is I can't actually talk to you very much when I'm running at this speed. This is relatively quick for me, this pace, so chatting is not really a massive option.
Right on.
Right, half a kilometre in, 4.5 to go. Just got to stay relaxed. Sense Studio, you've missed all the fun. I was going to do run in the park, but that was half an hour ago, and we had a major connection problem, which took half an hour of live streaming to solve, with me just standing there, turning things on and off again. Anyway, got it sorted, so now we're doing a solo workout called the 5k test, but I'm only doing it at 90%. I've got a marathon to run tomorrow, so I don't want to overstretch myself too much. But we're still going at a fairly decent pace. So, 1 down, 4 to go. Brianna, I have a marathon starting in Croydon, London tomorrow, called the Vanguard Way Marathon. It's out and back. Goes south, out of London, through parkland, woodland and forest trails. 13 miles out and then 13 miles back the same way. Okay, Sen, yeah. Well, it's pretty boring, to be honest with you. It's just me turning the treadmill on and off and looking annoyed and getting frustrated. Done. No, 3.5 to go. Thank you, Brianna.
Thank you very much. That's really nice. Thank you.
That Trump is supposed to be ironic, by the way. I am not a Trump supporter. Just to make that absolutely clear. Okay, 2 kilometers done, 3 to go.
Thanks for giving my dad a ride on.
Cheers, Grubs. Thank you. Sen Studio says good luck for the marathon tomorrow. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
Right, there we are, halfway point now. You should be feeling tired and a little worried about the pace. Well, thankfully I'm at 90%, so I'm not doing too bad. Ollie Iveson, thanks for the ride on, buddy. Ollie's 6 years old. Cheers, Ollie. Surely, Ollie, you're going to have to change it to 7 years old soon, aren't you? When are you 7? Okay, so we can speed it up for the last 2k. 15 and a half, and then 16. So 15 and a half now.
Right on.
Heart rate is 161, so relatively comfortable. It's so easy to get set up with Zwift running. Here's what you need. Firstly, access to a treadmill. It could be at home or at the gym, but any treadmill will work with Zwift. To get you moving in game, we need a speed source. Traditionally, we use a foot pod like the Zwift pod or the Stride, but you can also use the Run Smart treadmill sensor your Apple Watch, one of the newer Garmin watches, the TSS app, and if you have a smart treadmill, your treadmill will connect directly to Zwift without the need for another device. Now simply download the Zwift app onto a Mac, a PC, an iPhone, an iPad, an Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. Finally, pair your speed source in the app. Pairing heart rate from your watch or a chest strap is also a great addition to Zwift. And that's it. You're all set up for solo runs, solo or group workouts, challenges and real-time racing on Zwift with people from all over the world.
Right on!
Gee, thank you. 250 metres. And then we'll bump it up for the final time. Got the workout blur going on. Fuzzy screen. That's a deliberate effect, by the way. I don't know anyone who likes it. You can turn it off. Okay, 16, here we go. Last kilometre. Look at me. Look how the workout is blurring me. This is a deliberate effect by Zwift. But I don't like it. So 500 metres left. Yes, Matthias, I agree. Yeah, it's supposed to show you how hard you're working. If you get the blurring like that, it means you're working hard. Oh, okay, good. So we finally got something done this morning. Okay, slow it down a bit more. Just bringing the heart rate down slowly. Matty says good luck for the marathon tomorrow, thank you. And John Crawford says well done. Cheers. Well, it was a bit of a faff getting there. I'd much rather have done run in the park, but it wasn't to be. So that 5k test at 90% we'll have to do, and it was a good workout. Put on a bit of speed in the last 2 kilometres, so it worked out okay. Thank you, Mrs. C. Put the kettle on. Actually, no, don't put the kettle on. Put the milk in the microwave. And I'll have a lovely coffee, have a shower, and then we can go for a stroll. Get some fresh air. Thanks very much for watching, everybody. Thanks for your comments. Thanks very much for everybody's help earlier on. Chris Nolan says, well done, Stephen. Cheers, buddy. And so, given that I've done this morning, hopefully by the end of tomorrow, I will have completed my 100k for the week. So I've been trying to do around about 100k a week for the past 5 or 6 weeks, I think. Last week I did like 96, 97, and I just couldn't be bothered at the end of the day to run another 3k. I don't think it's going to make that much difference, is it really? But in general, I've run 100k a week for the past 5, 6 weeks, something like that. Maybe even 7 weeks. Andrew Fisher, nice run. Enjoy the marathon tomorrow. Thanks, Andrew. Cheers, buddy.
Thank you very much. That's really nice. Thank you.
So yeah, Vanguard Way marathon. First marathon since the end of lockdown, or since lockdown. So that was a 19:35k, so about 35 seconds off my PB for 5k outdoors and indoors. My indoor and outdoor 5k PB are around about the same, something around about 18 minutes 55, 54 maybe, something like that. So that's indoors and outdoors. And as I've said many times, you should, if you can, try and get your indoor treadmill times and distances to match your outdoor treadmill times and distances if you possibly can, for the same effort. So for the same heart rate, or for the same power level, something like that. Right, so let's save that. And let's stop the treadmill. Yeah, thanks for sticking with me. Thanks for the advice on restarting the treadmill. And not restarting the treadmill, restarting the computer. So I'll try and remember that next time that happens, because that will happen again. It will happen that Bluetooth on my treadmill somehow disappears. Jonathan Cost says, explain those figures. What figures are you wanting me to explain, Jonathan? What, my times? I'll hang on for you to reply, because I know there's a delay, so I won't go anywhere till you reply. So yeah, tomorrow's marathon is called the Vanguard Way Marathon. It's the first event that I'd be taking part in, official outdoor event, since the beginning of lockdown, and since the last event I did, which was the Trans Gran Canaria 128k run. So it'd be nice to get back to an official event. Marathon distance goes out from Croydon, Lloyd Park in Croydon. Starts about 9:30 tomorrow morning. 13 miles south through woodland, parkland and trails out across the fields south of London. And then when we've got 13 miles, 13.1 miles out, we turn around and we come all the way back on exactly the same route. Last time I did it, took me a long time. It took me 5 hours, 45 minutes. It was my slowest ever marathon. It was really hot and really hard work. If you want to see the video for that, go to the Film My Run YouTube channel, Film My Run YouTube channel, and search for the Vanguard Way Marathon, and you'll find the last time I did the race that I'm doing tomorrow. Right, Jonathan, the figures that came up on screen at the end of the run. So those are your paces. So if we go to the menu, we can if we go to menu, and then we go to edit here, and then we go to edit paces. Oh, here we are, look. So 1 mile time, 5:51, 5k time, 19:30. I think it should be right. What's happened there is that it's just taken my 5k test time and it's put it in there, but I've done sub 19 on Zwift before. 10k time 40:38, half marathon time 1:29:42. All these have been done on Zwift. This one here, why is that? Right, now why does that say 3:07? Because my marathon time is 3:09, not 3:07. Oh. No! Oh dear, what is going on? Oh, I know why. Hang on. Camera angles, turn the camera angles off. Right, let's try this again. Right. Right, now what are these? No, not those. Just leave it where it is. I don't know why it's giving me these now. Chris Nolan says maybe it's predicting your future run tomorrow. Chris, no, it's a very hilly trail marathon. So 3:09 is my flat road marathon PB. 3:09 from London in 2016. So 4 years ago now. So it's getting on a bit. Yeah, right. I've got you, Jonathan. Yes, I don't know. Then the answer is I don't know. Yeah. I mean, in general, they're about right. You know, on Zwift, my half marathon time I think is about 1:29. 10k time, I've done under 10. I've done under 40 for 10k. I've done under 19 for 5k on Zwift, and I have actually done under 5 minutes for 1 mile on Zwift, but that was a very long time ago and it was probably miscalibrated. So 5:51 is probably acceptable. But I think I did 5:20 the other day, didn't I? When we did 3 runs in a row. So we did the Spanish 5k, then we did the 1 mile race, and then we did Ryan's beginners 5k. And the only one we actually raced was the 1 mile, and I think I did 5:20 something for the 1 mile. So I've done faster than that for the mile. So the answer is, Jonathan, I just don't know. I don't know where those figures come from. The only one that I know is the 3:09, which I've manually put in myself because I know that's my PB. I can't because I've messed up my replay thing, so I can't replay it. I'm sorry, but you can go back on the video and look at it and try and work it out if you like. Yeah, I've messed it up. I can't. My buttons don't work, so I need to reprogram my buttons for the replay thing, which is why I haven't used it for a while. But I promise I'll do, because it's things like this that you want that for, isn't it? So I will reprogram my buttons maybe tomorrow, and I'll have them working for Monday Run Club. Right, I'm off. That's it. I've had enough of this messing around. sounds malarkey. End run. Okay. What photos should we use? Let's have a look. Those are all okay. We'll have that one. Right. Okay, guys. Take care. Thanks very much. See you tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. I won't be running tomorrow. I'll see you on Monday for Monday Run Club. Take care. Bye-bye.